I see you, Mufasa. I see you, Mufasa. How are you, Mufasa? I hope you can hear me loud and clear. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. Am I audible enough? If I'm audible, please just text hi. If I'm audible, please just text hi so that we can be on the same page, right? If you can hear me, Mufasa, just type hi. Just type hi so that we can move, all right? So we're also waiting for the other guys to join. Remember, the time was 10 p.m., but due to unforeseen circumstances, uh, we had legal technical problems. So let's just hope that the other guys can still join in. Let's just hope the other guys can still join in and we kill this thing. So Mufasa, can you hear me? I see you, Philmon. I see you, Philmon. I hope you can hear me. I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, just type hi. If you can hear me, just type hi. Welcome, Philmon. If you can hear me, just type hi. If you can hear me and you can see my screen, just type hi. You can see me. Okay. Yes. I don't know if I just got disconnected. It's kind of hard to tell. Okay. Can you see my screen? Hello, guys. Can you see my screen and can you hear me very well? Okay, Mufasa says I can't hear you. Are you sure, Mufasa? What about Philemon? What about Philemon? Philemon, can you hear me? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What? How about now, Mufasa? Can you hear me now? Mufasa, can you hear me now? You can't hear anything. How about now? How about now? Because I'm just having a problem with connectivity. But how about now? Can you hear me now? Mm, let me just check this out. But can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Welcome, Donald. I see you. Okay. Welcome, Donald. Donald, on your side, can you hear and see properly? Okay. I believe that's a yes. I believe that's a yes. Okay. 100. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. So I'll first by introducing us. Also, we've been joined by Donald, who is also a head mentor in Not Capital. So Donald, welcome. So guys, I'll introduce myself. My name is commonly known as Aropo Medao, but for short, you can just call me Alex. So I'm the team leader of Not Capital. All right. We've been in the trading game for a very long time. And yeah, we found consistency using this strategy, of course, and then we learn to master it. And then we try by all means to take it out or to take the knowledge out to the world. So basically what we're trying to do or to say is that we try to bring something to an African child. It's not only about trading for wealth, but it's about trading to put something in someone's stomach. You understand? So you know that whatever you're doing, if you're trading today, you're not only doing it for yourself, you're doing it for your family. That's why the way we trade, it's rule orientated and it's goal based. It's based on what do you want as a trader. Just like always, whenever we get new people to come and join us, we ask them, what is it that you're looking for as a trader? You understand? You must have those goals. And if your why is not good enough, then it means that you cannot be in the trading game or in the trading space, because this is not a space for gamblers, right? You must have a strong mindset. So that is what we do at Not Capital. We teach you all those things. So of course, it's not that I'm advertising, but yeah, Donald has been a student also. He was a student for Not Capital. He was a student for almost 6 months. We took him through everything, and then now he is a head mentor. So welcome, Donald, again. What I'm gonna do basically today, I'll first by give you a quick breakdown of the pairs, a quick breakdown or a quick update of how the pairs are moving, or the pairs that we've been looking at throughout the week. All right. So first we have here odd USD as our first pair on the watch list, right? We send this analysis in the group, of course. We send this in the free Telegram group. So basically here, what we've been looking for here, if I can go or drop down to the daily structure like that, if I can just drop to the daily structure like that, I can see that we've had this impulse and then we had this correction and we had this impulse, and then this for me is just another correction. So knowing how we trade, we know that after this correction is most likely to give us a structure. So we got a structure from here and then we draw it in like that, right? We got our structure like that. After drawing our structure, remember we got our structure from this impulse and then this is our correction. And what follows after a correction? An impulse, right? So from this impulse, this is where now we know that we are going to be targeting those lows, right? We are going to be targeting those lows. So if we now go again now to our 4-hourly structure, just to get some refinement, okay? Just to get some refinement on our 4-hour structure. So this is the same structure that we had drawn on the daily. So here, what we're going to look at here, we're going to look at the last part or the last area of the structure, how the market got into the structure. So what we see here, the market is getting there in a very corrective way, right? After which we got a very strong move to the downside, which is what an impulse. And then after an impulse, what we have a correction. Then on this correction, that is where we draw in our structure. We have an ascending channel, of course, and then we wait for a structure to give us a structure here. If we go to the 1 hour time frame, if we go to the 1 hour time frame, guys, this is so lovely. This is so beautiful. So this is what we saw. We saw that we had this impulse and then we had this correction to the upside, right? So this correction to the upside here is the one which triggers us to get into this move. We already, remember guys, we already had entries. We already had entries somewhere around here at the beginning of the week, right? We already had entries somewhere around here at the beginning of the week. So what we've been looking for basically is for scaling opportunities. So looking at how it came to be now, we're going to be looking at this correction here and how it moved. So it moved impulse correction, impulse correction, impulse. We know that this area here is going to be our first take profit, right? For the premium members, they know that when we look at the structure, we know that we're going to be looking for take profit at 90% of the structure. So this will be our first take profit, okay? So again, guys, when you look at this market structure here, now there's nothing more that we're going to be doing from now on. We're just going to be scaling in. We're just going to be scaling in. This is what we're going to be doing. We're just going to be scaling in because we know that from here, this movement is going to be impulse correction, impulse correction. Then from here, at these lows here, where is your first take profit? This is where we might get that deep correction, right? We might get that deep correction before the move continues to the downside. So now you have to be on the lookout. Don't think that, that's why I always say that, guys, just because a move, it has an impulse in it, it doesn't mean that it has changed our bias, right? It doesn't mean that it has changed our bias. Our bias is still to the downside. So that is odd USD for us. And we are still holding this trade all the way to the downside, guys. Still holding this trade all the way to the downside. So let's just be patient with it. It has already started to play out. So as you can see, we know how long. Let me just try to focus and see. Let's see. So this move here can take almost 5 days and 10 hours. So as you know, that's how we do it. We're going to hold it. We call it a Donald here. We're going to do a Donald on this one, right? So moving right along, guys, I'm going to also go to New Zealand USD, which is also a beautiful, beautiful trade that we caught. It's a beautiful, beautiful trade that we caught here on New Zealand USD. Let me just put it where we caught it. So this was the position from here. And this is the target. Stop loss was here. Okay. So let me just show you the psychology behind why we entered this trade, right? So from this move, we're going to start from the daily. Okay. We're going to start from the daily. So from the daily, what we can see here, we have a move, this impulse, right? We have this impulse, we have this correction, we have this impulse, and this is a correction. And if so, this is a correction, then we should be getting another impulse, right? We should be getting another impulse. So basically what we're going to be doing here now, we're going to be drawing in our structure, just like how I did there. I drew in our structure, the latest string, the latest strings. Then if I drop down to the 4 hour now time frame, the 4 hour will look a bit clearer, okay? So I'm just going to extend this like so. Then let me just include this like so. So this is what we had. We had this impulse, we have this correction, okay? So from this correction here, the last point, which is the area of interest or the area of value, we want to understand how the market is getting there, right? So first things first that we notice is that the market got here very impulsive. So let's say, for example, if I do like this, if I do like this, you can see let me just, yeah. Let me just go to the 1 hour. So let's just look at this market like this. When it's like this, there's nothing here which is giving you a signal to say this market is ready to enter, right? You cannot say this market is ready to sell, because you can see, yes, we broke the tops, but we are breaking the tops in a very impulsive manner, right? Until we got our confirmation there. Look at that. We got our confirmation. This, for us, this is our confirmation, which is the 1 hour retracement. We got that 1 hour retracement, after which we got this small correction. So this small correction here, you'll see it properly on the 15-minute flag. Okay, so this is the first flag. That was our first entry, of course, in the week. Then we got out here, and then it took out for break even. But then after that, what happened is that we have now a head and shoulder formation, right? We have a head and shoulder formation. So inside the structure, we have a head and shoulder formation, which has confirmed that our move, right? Which has confirmed that the move is going to the downside. So from the first, right? The first thing that happened is that when it got to the top, the move was going to the top in a very impulsive way. And then we got what? We got that 1 hour retracement. After getting that 1 hour retracement, right? We got the impulse, and then we got that 1 hour retracement. So as you can see, the next candle here, which closed after this first impulsive move, it was a big retracement. After that retracement, we got what? We got a correction. If I can go to the 15 minutes, this will verify. Welcome, Pakama. Welcome, Do. I see you. I hope you can hear me very well. So now, let's just go deeper. Let's go deeper into this. So as you can see, guys, we have a move coming here, impulsive like this, right? We have a move coming here, impulsive like this. So if the move is coming here impulsive like this, what gives you confirmation to can say you are going to enter this trade, right? What gives you confirmation to say you are going to enter a trade here? So you'll find someone, or you'll find some of your mentors, right? I'm sorry to say this, but it is what it is. When we get to the double top formation here, like I show you, when we get to the double top formation, they start selling here, they sell here, they sell here, they sell here, it keeps going up, 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 they sell here, right? And then after that, it comes down here, right? And then after that, they sell here, right? They sell here, the move retraces, right? They sell, they sell, they sell, and then the move goes down. And then all this, you call it barcode. That's what you guys see, right? We know how this thing works. We know how this game works. So when you guys go to social media and you see all this and this move here, you call it barcode. What else? For us, this is what we call simple gambling. It's gambling, guys. It's gambling. And if you are here to gamble, then you are at the wrong place. I will not lie. If you are here to gamble, you are at the wrong place, because you are not gambling. All right. So let me just show you now what I meant. This is what I meant. There was no confirmation there, right? There was no confirmation whatsoever. But then now, like I said, look at this. Look at this. After this big impulsive move on the 1 hour, we got this big 1 hour retracement, right? This was that 1 hour retracement, right? And then after that, what we have that first flag or that first correction, okay? We have that first flag or that first correction. So the entry, the first entry, okay? The first entry was here, somewhere around here. This was the first entry, right? So from here, when we broke down like so, we formed another flag, right? So this is entry number 2. Then from here, guys, from here, this move, if you miss this entry, stop trying to get into these moves here. Stop trying to get into these moves. You understand? Stop trying. If you missed this entry and this entry here, there is this entry, there is this entry. Stop trying to get into these moves, right? You must try to stick to your rules. You must try to stick to your rules, because this is an impulse. You're just getting there. Where do you even put your stop loss? Let's say, for example, now, that's why this is a rule-based. This is a rule-based system, guys. This is a rule-based system. So you don't just go there and put many positions. You're buying, you're selling. You know, guys, what we see out there. Yeah. But then either way, I can see we got also PK. I didn't introduce him. We got Pakama there. It's also our head mentor, guys. It's also our head mentor. So I see you, PK. Welcome. So as we continue, guys, from here now, we had this move going down. Then from here, this is where now the trick began. This is where now the trick began. So guys, remember, we won't be able to show you everything that we know, but we will show you a bit of what we know, right? Some of the things that we know are reserved for premium members. And then, of course, some of the things that we think that you should know and you can go and learn on your own, we'll give it to you out for free, all right? So obviously, guys, you know there's nothing for free. You know that, like, if you ask any average millionaire, they'll tell you that they didn't get it for free, right? Either it can be studying, can be reading, anything, they didn't get it for free. So guys, let's do this. So now from here we have this impulse. So this is where now everything got tricky. Yeah, you see here, this manipulation, this is where a lot of traders got tagged in and tagged out, right? I can't lie, I'm also part of the team. So what happened here, when you look at it, we had this impulsive move to the downside, right? We had this impulsive move to the downside. And then after this impulsive move to the downside, what happened is we had a correction like so, right? We had this correction coming down like here, okay? So this is what we had. So from what we had here, that's why this correction here, together with these lows, it gave us what? That impulse to the upside, because as you can see, this is a reversal correction. So it gave us that impulse to the upside. So after here, now we got that correction, and then we got that impulse. And then from here, we just got that correction to the upside, So this is where now, let me just try to put this. So guys, some structures here for us who know what we're doing, you know, we already know. Like you can like literally just see what is happening before it happens. You know, you can see what is happening before it happens. So this is what we had. We had the structures like that. So as you can also see here, we have this big head and shoulder formation. So this is the move that is going to go all the way to the downside. So we're going to be holding this position, guys, all the way to take profit level. Of course, we're going to be managing the trades. Just like now, you can put the trade at break even, right? You can put the trade at break even now. So we're going to be managing the trades. Let's just move to another one also that we had this week. We also had New Zealand JPY. So we also have New Zealand JPY. So New Zealand JPY for me, I had two views on it. I had a structure like this. I won't lie. I had a structure like this. I had a structure like this, which would give me my 1, 2, and 3 touch, my 1, 2, and then it would go here and then fall all the way down, right? But then again, I'm also skeptical on this structure again, because I can see, you know, again, I can also see that I have this, you know, I have this type of formation, which is a big head and shoulder formation, which can occur here, right? This can occur. So looking at current market, this is how I'm going to look at this market. So I'm going to look at this as my low, and then I'm going to look at this as my high. Right now, I'm just going to read price action that is happening here. Okay. So from here, I can see, okay, we had this impulse to the downside, right? We had this impulse to the downside, then we had a correction with this impulse. Then all this, for me, it looks like just a big impulse. This is a correction. This is just a correction for me. It looks like a correction which is forming. So I can get a structure out of this. Like so. Okay. So I'm going to go to the 4-hour from here, right? So this will be my 4-hour structure. So from my 4-hour, what I can see is that this move broke out of structure, but how did it break out? It broke out in a very corrective way. It broke out in a very corrective way. So now I'm just going to look at the last part of the market. What was happening here? So we have this squeeze here. We have this squeeze here. We have the squeeze there, right? That's what happened. You can see that these candlesticks are no longer as strong as these candlesticks, these impulses, and this is the correctional phase. And then again, we have like a shooting star formation right about there. So this is on the 4-hour, this is on the 4-hour. So that's a big confirmation, right? That's a big confirmation. So if I go to the 1-hour, guys, like the markets, they keep repeating themselves. They keep repeating themselves. So you can literally see what's happening here, guys. You can literally see what's going to happen without, like, you can literally see that already you're going to get the move that will come about here. That will give, this will be giving us, look, this will be giving us a head and shoulder formation, right? This will be giving us a head and shoulder formation, and then an impulse, and then a continuation. So just looking at the time now, guys, the market is going to close. So we're also going to wrap up soon. So this is another position to look at for next week, guys. This is a good position to look at for next week. So let me just do a quick one on gold real quick. A quick one on gold. Okay, so I'm just gonna go do gold real quick. Okay, this one looks absolutely amazing, guys. I remember in the last update, I said when gold gets to the area of 2072, is going to drop very hard. I said this. So, okay. So basically on gold, as you can see, we have this scooping formation. We have the double top formation here on the daily, right? We have this big double top formation. And then we have market here going up like that. Now, when we got there, we got this impulse down. So let me just go to the 4-hour without wasting any time. So as you can see here on gold, so what I can just do here, I can just do this. Let me just do this for reference, right? For reference. This is just a small structure for reference. So what I can see here on gold now is that when we got there at the top, we have this head and shoulder formation already that is forming, right? So now from this head and shoulder formation, how are we going to enter it? Of course, we know what we're going to be waiting for, right? We know what we're going to be waiting for. So this structure, it looks proper, guys. It looks proper. It looks proper. It looks proper. It's one to die for. So let me just remove this so that you can be able to see that. Right. Okay. So from here, what I can already see, let me just go to the 1 hour. All right. This is proper. Guys, if you want more, of course, you know where to find us. You know where to find us, right? So this was proper. This is what was happening inside. I was thinking that this here, it's just going to give us this third touch here. Then from here, obviously, you know, we're going. So from here, we're going to come to here, correct somewhere around there. Correct. We're going to get a bigger or a complex formation around there. Let me just use the drawing tool. So we're going to get that move. And then somewhere around here, that is when now we might get this bigger complex correction before the fall. So we'll just be waiting, guys, on these moves. We'll just be waiting on these guys, on these moves for next week. So all in all, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoy the free work. So guys, if you have any questions, please, now is the time. Feel free to ask any questions. You can unmute yourself so that you can ask your question, or you can just write the question on chat. To make it simpler, you can just write the question on chat and then I will reply to it. Even Donald can reply to that one, seeing that they're still here. So if Mdu or Mufasa, you have any question, please, now is your time.
Okay, I saw the correction on the one that you just did on gold.
Yeah.
My thing is, obviously it was a 1 hour analysis, right?
No, it was a multi-time frame. Yeah.
Sorry?
It's multi-time frame analysis. Multi-time frame analysis.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me just.
So my thing is, it's just waiting for the job, you know. Obviously, it's gonna take some time, you know, and wait for it. Yeah, is it good if you put a price? What is it called?
Sell stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trade assistant or what?
But the problem is that if you put a sell stop here, where are you going to put your stop loss? Because there is still, let me just tell you something. There is still, okay, seeing that, looking at these tops here, it didn't break the previous tops for a necessary double top. So till now on a double top, what we look for is for the market to break the double top, then come back, then give us this correction. So there's still two things involved here. It's either this market can come here and then from here we go down, or it can still come here and break these tops, which will give us this finishing complete structure, and then we can get a fall. So we are still biased to both sides here. We're still biased to both sides. So now the market is still consolidating. We'll just wait, because here you cannot really say if we are buying or where the market is now. You can clearly see what happened. We have like a double top formation inside there, right? This one and this one. We have like a double top formation. But then again, we have a structure on top. We are guided by structure. we are guided by structure. So structure is the one which will tell us. So we have this one, we have this two. So we are waiting for, if I do like this, you can see we're waiting for this. And here you can see that we have a mini inverse head and shoulder here. So we can get this. We can get this third touch at 2012. And then that is when we never see gold coming back here again.
So taking a buy limit, will that be too risky as well?
No, I wouldn't go for buy positions here because buy positions will be short-lived. Because for you, yes, you can get this move from here to here, but looking at this move from here to here, we still have here, and then we still have to break here. And now, when we get here, if you are in a buy, what are you going to be looking for here? You're going to close your positions and look for sells. So that will end up confusing you. So you need to choose your buyers and be on one side of the market. So that's why we always wait for our setups to play out, and then we take the trade. So if it's a buy, it's a buy. We don't go and take a sell. If it's a sell, it's a sell. We'll go and look for sells. So I've also ran out of time here, guys. If there are any questions, please feel free to holler on Telegram. If there are any questions, feel free to holler on Telegram. Otherwise, let's call it a night. We'll send you the weekly analysis on Sunday. We'll send you the 3 pairs on Sunday, guys.